It'll never ring if you keep staring at it.
What else can I do?
Try and keep busy.
I've been busy, checking these specifications. You know what Jan called the Barracuda? My first attempt, as if I needed several goes to get it right.
Don't torture yourself, Tom.
I can't help it.
I'd like a word, Mr. Howard.
Oh, yes, of course, Bill. What is it?
The main beam on the catamaran. She's not strong enough.
What?
The cross-sectional area needs to be increased. Otherwise, she won't take the heavy stress loads of the lured hull.
Oh, what makes you think that?
I can tell just by looking at it.
Just by looking? Don't be ridiculous.
I've built a lot of boats in my time, Mr. Howard. And you take my word, that beam needs to be deeper and wider.
Take your word? Why should I take your word? I'm the designer.
Designers make mistakes the same as anyone else. I'm just trying to save us all a lot of trouble.
I haven't made a mistake. I've reduced the sectional area in order to save weight.
Well, you save too much weight. That beam's not safe.
Let's get one thing clear. That catamaran is going to be built to my specifications. Is that understood?
All right. But don't say I didn't warn you. And I want my warning noted, Miss Rolfe. I'm not taking the responsibility.
Forgive me, Tom. But Bill is very experienced, and he's built a lot of multi-hull jobs in his time. Are you absolutely sure of your figures?
Surprised? No, I can't say that I was, Steve. We're used to being outvoted.
But when that meeting was adjourned, there was a clear majority against the marina.
True.
So what happened?
It's obvious. Moffat barked and his sheep rushed back into the pen.
But why did he bark? Why is he so keen on the scheme?
Off the record,
If you say so.
I think he's getting a kickback.
What makes you think that?
He's pushed through other dodgy development schemes over the past few years, despite strong opposition within his own party.
Dodgy in what way?
The men making the applications, they were all rather unsavoury.
So you think Moffat's been on the tape for some time?
He stinks of corruption, Steve. Trouble is, we can't prove anything.
Maybe I can.
How?
I shall need the name of his bank.
You should have listened to him, Tom. Bill knows what he's talking about.
Not in this case, he doesn't. The beam is strong enough.
Wouldn't hurt to recheck the figures, would it?
Jack, I'm not having Bill telling me my job. All right, this may be my first catamaran, but I do know all about stress. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let me near an aircraft.
An aircraft's an aircraft. A boat's a boat.
I am aware of the difference.
All I am saying is, a catamaran is a tricky bastard. The equation between save weight and constructing a beam strong enough to lift the main hull out of the water. I mean, even the best designers get it wrong.
I have not got it wrong!
Look, Tom, take the day off. Why don't you, eh? You can't concentrate on anything until you hear from Lynn. I'll go and have another little chat with Bill.
Why don't we go out for a drive or something? Better than hanging around here biting everyone's head off. Come on, what about it, huh?
No thanks, love. I have to stay by the telephone.
30,000? I'm sorry, Jan, that's out of the question.
All right, then, I'll take out the loan. But I still need you to stand guarantor.
I couldn't guarantee anything at the moment.
But I can't operate without adequate funding. Look, Ken, you gave me your word.
Well, I'm sorry, you'll just have to wait.
I can't wait. I've got to pay the manufacturer.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it? I mean, maybe when the marina's under construction, yes.
Well, what's holding it up?
This damn protest. Charles refuses to move till it's called off.
Leo and his friends. Well, surely they can't be affecting anything.
He wants to carry the local community along with him. So he's delaying the start till the protesters call it off.
And that's hurting you at the bank?
That's all right for Charles. He can afford the interest.
Do you know, Ken, that's the first time I've heard you admit that your resources aren't unlimited.
Oh, don't be naive, Jan. Nobody has unlimited resources.
Don't snap at me, Ken. I only said it was the first time I've heard you admit it.
Can you talk to Leah?
No.
Why not?
He wouldn't listen to me. He'd know I was pleading your cause.
You'd be pleading your own cause as well.
I'll see what I can do.
This is lovely, thank you.
It's a pleasure. With all the travelling you do, you must need it. I expect Sotheby's keep you pretty busy.
Oh, well, I don't actually belong to them. No, I'm an independent valuer. I specialise in 19th century European art. The big galleries employ me from time to time to make an on-site valuation, although normally single articles have to be taken in to evaluate. But Rothenstein's asked me to have a look at your weekly while I was in the area.
Well, what do you think? My late husband bought it some years ago. It was a present for our 20th.
Which gallery?
I can't remember. Oh, yes, I can. It was halfway down Grafton Street. Cording?
Cordier. Yes, I know them. Very reputable.
Always rather liked it. Seems a pity to part with it now. Still, needs must, I'm afraid.
Yes, indeed. I do sympathise. I don't suppose you still have the bill of sale? Any authentication?
No, I'm afraid I don't. But isn't that what you're here for? To check over it yourself?
Oh, I'm in no doubt that it is a weekly. Rather nice one, actually. I was just hoping for some clue as to previous ownership. It all helps, you know.
Ah, yes, I see. Well, my husband bought it because he liked it, not as an investment. Isn't that a reason for buying paintings?
It used to be. Not many buy for that reason nowadays. It's bad for art, but it's good for business.
Could you find out from your mum which bank Ken Masters uses?
Why?
I think I might be onto something.
Could try.
Good. Let me know if you have any luck.
Right. Steve, don't look round. There's a bloke in a car park down the road. Ever seen him before?
No.
He's been hanging around for a couple of hours just watching. Don't like the look of him.
EFX 582Y. Got a mate in the local police. We'll get him to check it out with Swansea.
Thanks.
Pleasure. One good turn and all that.
Portishead Radio, this is Barracuda. Whiskey Zulu Echo Tango. Whiskey Zulu Echo Tango on 2182. Do you read? Over. Portishead Radio, this is Barracuda. Whiskey Zulu Echo Tango. Whiskey Zulu Echo Tango on 2182. Do you read? Over.